Hey, my name's Nick. I'm with Sunshine State RVs in Gainesville, Florida. We are the #1 Class B RV dealership in the state of Florida, and we are #2 in the whole United States of America. And it is cold in Gainesville, Florida today, but guess what? The sun is shining on Sunshine State RVs. We have finally came to a decision that we are going to start carrying outside van. We have been looking at them, we have been interviewing, we have been checking them out, doing our research, doing our due diligence, and we have decided that they are worth us bringing them into our family and offering them to all of you guys. I do not take that decision lightly. In the past, I brought on brands very quickly, and then we have let them go very quickly because they don't stand up to the quality or integrity or character that we believe in at Sunshine State RVs. But when I found Outside Van about 6 months ago, we have been doing some research. We have been looking at them, reading reviews, talking to other dealerships, talking to customers, and we have decided that they're a pretty great company that makes a pretty great van. They have flown a lot of their team here in the last couple days. We've been up there to Indiana to see them. We have not been to Portland yet where their factory is, but these Outside Vans are pretty impressive. They make a great adventure van. Behind me, I have a 19-foot Syncline van. And then on the other side, I have the Parks van. They also make an Approach, and they make a few other models, the 19-footers or the 22-footers, the 170 standards. This video today is gonna be on the Parks model. That is a Sprinter rear bath, all-wheel drive, 170 standard with a single wheel, 22 feet long with Lithionics, Lithium, Garmin, all kinds of cool installation and upgrades and adventure packaging on it, which is very neat. In 2026, Outside Vans has really made a ton of changes. Some of the older models are still floating around out there, but the 2026 models have everything that we're gonna go over in this video today. So lots of upgrades, lots of improvements in 2026. So we're gonna go all through what this Parks van has on it and what it offers. So let's dive right into it. So like I said, this is our 19-foot Syncline van. This is the 144 chassis with the upgrade suspension, all the LED lights and all that. This is their Parks van. This is the van, they sell more of these. This is a 22-foot van. It is all-wheel drive. It does have the upgraded KO3 tires on it. It does have the rear bathroom, which is pretty stinking awesome in this van. It is very open, very high quality. Their construction is very impressive. When I go through it with you, you'll see why. I love their graphics. Like, how cool is this? They have a couple different packages, but how cool is this graphics package? I think they made this just for us at Sunshine State RVs. But I like the black wheels. This comes with a stock suspension. They do have 5 different tiers of suspension because Fox Factory owns them. So Fox Factory offers a lot of different suspension options, and the 19-footers come with the upgrade suspension. The 22-footers come with the stock suspension that we can upgrade for you depending on what you want, but it is ready. It does have a 30-amp plug. It does have the cable outlet here. There's a gray tank. As we're walking around, you'll see they continue the cool graphics along the whole back of it here, which is nice. I like the big metal step here. It also has the Mercedes tow package that can tow about 5,000 pounds. And you know, the first thing I noticed when I walked up to the back of it is, whoa, there's no windows. Why are there no windows in the back of an RV? I mean, you want to have windows, right? You want natural light. You want all this. And Tom, who is the guy who I was spending the whole day with yesterday, who trained me and taught me and really made me fall in love with these Outside Vans. Tom went over, he said, you know, Nick, he says, I like the windows too, and I like the light. He says, but our logic, our train of thought on this is we're in Portland, Oregon, where it gets very cold. And when it's cold, the last thing you want are windows that the cold weather can get in. He said, without there being windows here, we can insulate this whole entire back of the area. So that way, this is a true 4 seasons coach. And he said, when it's hot, the heat gets in through the windows as well and makes AC work harder and really lets heat into the RV. So in the summertime, this also is an advantage to where it keeps the hot air out, the hot temperature out. I'm like, you know what? That makes a lot of sense. The new Mercedes Sprinter chassis that they are speccing have a full-time digital rear view mirror, so you can always see what's behind. And in this rear bath is a bathroom in the back. The last thing you want to do when you're in a bathroom in the back is for people to see into your bathroom. I don't mind seeing out when I'm using the bathroom, but I don't want people to see in. So I do want to show the back a little bit here because this is such an impressive rear bath, I think, size-wise. I love it. I like the look. I like everything about it. So there again, as you see, without the windows here, you do have the insulation. Outside van uses a 3M thin-slit insulation. It's moisture wicking, and it is a very high end. I mean, 3M is the highest end you can get when it comes to a lot of that. So I like the bags they put here for storage, and I do like the insulation as well. So the step you climb in and you're in this rear bath. So this rear bathroom is about 6 foot wide, which is really nice. You have your cassette toilet here. So this is where you sit on the toilet and you got lots of room. And then when you're done using the toilet, you can very easily grab it here and here. Just like this. I say easily. Grab it, pop it out, and go take it somewhere and dispose of it. And then when you're ready, you put it right back in and you shut it there. So I like it like this rather than having that big square on the outside of your van somewhere and you're having to pick it up from this high. This is actually a good height to do it because it's easier, it's closer to the ground. So when you're done, you bring it out and you just stick it right back in, which is nice. And it's nice and sealed up and everything in there. So I really like the way this is set up all in one compartment right there, which is cool. You can lock it. It has the electric flush here. So it adds a little water in there, which is cool. So this is a unique way of doing it, and I think it's cool. Something else, you have a little sink here. You got separate lights. Even though this does have a Garmin system, you can control everything up front. If you do want to turn the water pump on, the gray pump, the lights, you can turn it on and off right here as well as the Garmin, as well as your phone. You pull it out, you can control everything on your phone. I like the storage that's in here too. So you got lots of storage and everything is soft closing. You got a 110 plug, but this is what's cool. This is a shower. So this is a metal shower. So all of the metal working that is in this RV, outside van makes themselves. So this is a metal shower. You step in here. It is 6'4" in the shower, which is huge. And you got a lot of elbow room. So you can take this, you can clean it. You can actually use it outside as well. You can use it everywhere here with a lot of space. That is one of the advantages of a rear bath, is the amount of space you have. And there's not enough Mercedes Sprinter rear baths on the road. So I think this is great. You do have a rack here. I like how it's all metal. It's all waterproof, all metal. Everything is here and durable, and it's gonna last. So I really like that as well. So this is a rear bath. This to me is one of the biggest selling points of this RV. And also, obviously, you got a curtain here to give you privacy. And then check this out. You also have a fan that has this insulation. This is made by Outside Van. You have a fan here, so that way when you're in the bathroom, it will exhaust here. And then there you go. That goes right back on there. So pretty awesome how they set that up. And I like the big rear bath. When you're not using it as a bathroom, you can use it for storage. I can see myself putting golf clubs in there. I can see myself putting a surfboard or a stand-up paddle board. I can see myself using that area for storage when I'm not using it as a bathroom or a shower. So pretty cool there. As we continue to walk around there again, the cool graphics, I really like that. We do have our power carefree awning. We got the black wheels, nice big running board. And I love the way that they do this logo here. It is full color. It's like a rubber thing. I just think it's awesome. When I saw that, I was like, that's cool. That is really cool. It's the small things that impress me, you know? But I really like the way this looks. I like that it's 22 feet. I like that it's single wheel. I like that it's all-wheel drive, Mercedes Sprinter. High performance LED headlights along with parking sensors everywhere. So lots of cool things that are on the outside, but I really think the moneymaker for this park, so the thing that really sets it apart is when you get in there feeling the openness and the space, the construction, the technology, all of that is gonna knock your socks off. So follow me inside. So being inside of this Parks van, you can really get a sense of how wide open it is. And that is one of my favorite things about this van, is that it is so wide open. For a 22-foot RV to be this wide open, a 170 standard, all-wheel drive Mercedes Sprinter to be this wide open with a big rear bath is just absolutely amazing. I love how it has a big kitchen here. You got your isotherm refrigerator here, which is a high quality fridge and freezer. You have your white marble type countertop. It's some kind of solid surface. I don't know what it is. But then you have big sink with the home style faucet there. I really love how this sets up the way it does. And here you have an induction stove. So the induction stove you would pull out and you can cook right here, and then when you're done with it, you wipe it down and just stick it right back in there. All of this is marine grade cabinetry. It's all handmade there in Portland, Oregon, where they are made, all dovetail solid wood cabinetry, and everything is soft closing. So everything on here is very nice, high quality, locking, latching, very cool. You know, one of the touches that I really like is that the walls and all the window coverings are the same color, so it's very consistent all the way through, from the roof to the walls to the ceiling cover. So all of these come right off and they come right on. They can come off completely, or they can just roll up like this and actually stay on there. Let's see how that works. It's just like that there, and they roll up and they can just stay there out of the way, or if you want, you can just take them right down. So, and I like how they're insulated. It kind of helps with the Four Seasons aspect. I know I've talked about that a few times, that they really pride themselves in you being able to camp in 20, 25 degree weather and not worry about things freezing, because they've taken a lot of measures to make sure you can camp in all different types of weather. So even as we're up here for the fantastic fan, you have the same thing. It keeps the hot air out and the cold air. I like that. You have a microwave. You know, some of the new technology that Outside Vans has implemented in 2026 is Garmin. And so this is your whole Garmin setup here. You have your water, you have your gray water, your batteries. This has a Lithionics 640 amp hour lithium batteries. It has a 3000 watt inverter. It has a high output alternator, so that way it's a fast charger for those Lithionics batteries. And there's also solar on the roof. All of that gets controlled right here as well. Every light switch, you can dim it up and you can dim it down. Everything's controlled here. But what I love is not only is it controlled here, but it's also controlled throughout the whole van. So there's switches there, there's switches in the bathroom. There's actually some cool switches right here that you can control everything while you're sitting in the passenger seat there. So Outside Vans has a very different way of doing their construction. They do a galvanized steel frame around inside the Mercedes Sprinter body, and they rivet that to the body, and all of this is mounted on that galvanized steel. So this is not squeaking and cracking. Like, you hear nothing at all when you do this. It's not squeaking, it's not cracking, it's not making noises, it's not shifting. So when you're driving down the road for a year, 2 years, 3 years, all of this is gonna be very solid and very durable for you. You do have your battery switch inside of here. You got lots of storage. I like open storage, I like shelf storage and cabinet storage. It's not all just cabinets and it's not all just shelves. It's a good combination of all of it. And this is also a pretty cool use of space here. You know, one of the big things for me when I'm camping isn't just a comfortable bed. It isn't just the fact that I can get anywhere I want to go, but the idea that I have somewhere nice to lounge and to hang out and just kick back. So I like having this. I can charge my cell phone here. I got a cup holder, I got 110 plug, USB, USB-C, everything I need right here to hang out, everything I need to work. Lagoon table setup is right here as well. So I could have a lagoon table right here. I can remove this pretty easily if I want to look out the windows. So I can move this. I can look out the windows there. I can sit back and just hang out. I think this is a great area to fit 6 or 8 people pretty comfortably. I mean, I'm a big dude, and there's room here, there's room there, lots of room for people, lots of room for kids. This is definitely something I can bring my kids in. They all can't sleep in here, but they could all easily hang out in here. You do have a smart TV there. There is internet capability that can be installed pretty easily on here, but all of this is really made to go to the national parks. That's why they call it the parks package. All of this is made to go to the national parks and to hang out, to go outside and adventure for the day, then in the evening, come back, cook some dinner, hang out before you go to bed. So really enjoy this open floor plan a lot. Let's put this back on just to show you how easy all this is. I mean, there you go. Now we're back on. So lots of storage in here, lots of storage here. Like I said, all soft closing automatically. You have a Gree air conditioner, which is definitely top of line. You got more, storage compartments everywhere for the storage that you need. And then this here takes you into the bathroom. I already kind of showed you the bathroom, but I even like the little curtain they have, how it kind of matches. I think they did a great job of all of their aesthetics and their colors. Like, I like the tan. I like this woven marine grade floor that is waterproof. It can get wet, it can get dirty, and then you just, because there's air compressor, with the little air guns that people have, you can just blow the floor out, you can sweep it, everything is there. I also like the LED lights. That way you can turn all the lights off and just have some LED lights in here, and it can really illuminate the place. So you do have twin beds, which is really nice. So just to kind of show you, this one's a little, this one has the extension. It's the same size, but it does have the extension there. So if you were gonna sleep in it, you have a lot of room. Now, obviously, I wouldn't sleep with this thing sitting here. I would move this out of the way, so that way I could sleep like this. I do kind of feel like a mummy, but I could easily do it if I needed to. Comfortable cushions. All this is handmade by Outside Vans in their factory there. The other thing that you can do, which is actually pretty easy, let's put this back and I'll show you. This can also turn to a king size bed pretty easily. So let's move the fancy pillows that they give us. They actually give these pillows. This is all like in their aesthetic there, which is pretty cool. So let's lay this down. Actually, let's pick it up and fold it for a second. This very easily just kind of folds and drops right over just like that. So there you go. So now we can do all of them. Let's see, there we go. How's that? And then now one more. Let's get in the bathroom and do it. And drop it down. Now you have what they call a king size bed. So you push this, push that, and look at that. Just like that. Now we have a nice big bed. 2 people can sleep in here very easily. You can even have 3 or 4, a couple dogs, a couple cats, whatever you like. But I love the setup. I love how big this bed is. And then I can get out of bed while my wife is still sleeping in this big bed, and I can hang out up front. I can go hang out outside. There's a lot going on, but you can also have storage underneath the bed while you're sleeping, which is very nice. But I really like how it turns into a nice, big, comfortable bed. And then when you're done, obviously, you just do the same thing. Put the cushion back. Put that one there. Put this on the bottom. Flip it up. Put this there. Look at that. Well, that was my first time ever doing it, and it took me a minute. But once you kind of become a pro at it, kind of have your little system and routine down, and now it's all right back the way it's supposed to be. So I really like the twin beds. I like the lounge area. I like how to hang out. I know we kind of showed the bathroom a little bit, but I'll walk in here real quick again, just so you can kind of see it with the door shut. I think, there again, 6 foot wide. You have your cassette toilet here. You have a sink. You got different switches for the lights. And then when we're here, you do have the nice big bathroom. You have storage, insulation. You have a lot of privacy back here. I don't feel like people can see in. I don't feel like the temperatures are gonna get in either cold or hot. I feel like they go through a lot of effort to really make sure it's insulated and feel very private in here. So when I walk in here, I just felt great. It feels really nice. So this is their parks van. Lots of technology, Garmin, lots of lithium batteries, Lithionics, lots of cool ideas, the way that they do it with their construction, with their metal shower, a rear bath. There's not enough full-size Sprinter vans with a rear bathroom all-wheel drive. I mean, everything they do with from their construction to their openness, to their wheels, to the look, to the brand. I mean, Outside Van's been making Class B vans for 20 years, and they just got acquired by Fox Factory, and Fox has really taken them to the next level. So we're super proud to partner with them. I think this is going to be a great partnership for a long time, and I think we're going to sell a lot of vans. So we are in Gainesville. We do ship for free anywhere in the country, and we would love to show you one of these Outside Vans along with all the other Class B vans we have in Gainesville. We have over 120 vans in Gainesville, Florida. Pretty impressive. So check out our website, check us out, give us a call if you have any questions, and let us earn your business.